Well, today, President Trump is offering a new perspective on his view of where talks with Iran stand, and it comes as Iran is issuing new conditions that it wants the U.S. to meet in order to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Maddie Gannon brings us the latest developments out of the Middle East.
We're starting a new week in the war between the U.S. and Iran with fresh insight into President Donald Trump's thinking about the conflict. In a brief phone interview with Axios Sunday, Trump described how the U.S. was approaching the nearly 6-month-old war as, quote, low-keying it. He added that the U.S. was only semi-negotiating with the Iranians and talked about increasing economic pressure on the country. That marked a shift from what we heard from the president last week when he insisted that talks between the U.S. and Iran were taking place. The Iranians have been pushing back on the idea that any direct talks between the U.S. and Iran were ongoing and continue to do so over the weekend. Iran also issued a fresh list of demands it says it wants to see from the U.S. in order for the Strait of Hormuz to be fully reopened. That includes an end to the war, the U.S. ending its naval blockade on Iranian ports, removing forces from the area around Iran, and the U.S. compensating Iran for war damages. We should note that the Iranian official who laid out this new list of demands was replaced by Iran's supreme leader on Sunday. In an interview with CNN in June, the new official warned that Iran could expand the war beyond the Persian Gulf and insisted Iran and Oman have sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, we are getting new information about concerns over the stockpile of weapons in the U.S. We learned over the weekend that the Pentagon last week sent a memo to defense contractors, giving them 21 days to come up with a plan to increase production of weapons. At the White House, I'm Maddie Gannon.